Almighty King. Help us thy name to sing, help us to praise, Father all glorious, or all victorious, come and reign over us, Ancient of Days.
Hello everybody and God bless. So I had this dream yesterday, I think. I'll just post a date up. So basically in the dream what happened was, it was me, my mom, and this girl. And my mom and I, we were standing face to face to each other. So the girl had walked up on the side of us. So the girl was on my left and on my mom's right. So if you can visually see that, that's how it was. And all of a sudden we just had a knowing there was some event that was about to happen. We knew it was going to be tomorrow, and not like tomorrow as in, I don't even know what today is, but not, I think today's Tuesday. Yeah, today's Tuesday, so not tomorrow as in Wednesday, but it was just basically tomorrow in the dream. And I knew it was going to happen tomorrow and that evening, because no man knows the date or the hour. Okay, I'm not posting rapture dates, but that's what we knew. And we knew it was the event that was for the girl who had walked in, but at the same time we knew it was also for all of us. But I think it was like, it was just really important for the girl to know about it. Okay, so my mom and I, we were dressed in queen attire pretty much, and I looked up these dresses and they're like the 1800s, and pretty much like, I believe is what queens wore. I plan to post a picture of what they look like. I cannot remember what the dresses, the colors were, but I knew my mom and I were glittery like everywhere. We had crowns on, we had jewelry on, we had makeup on, we were dressed all the way, and I had a knowing that our entire outfit was completely done, like everything was done. And my mom, when she found out about the event, she started freaking out because she was like, what else do we need to get done? She did not say at all, well, I already got this done, I got this done, I got this done. It was, what else needs to be done? And so she noticed the floor, and she was like, okay, the floor is a little bit messy. Like, and we knew it only got messy from that day. Like the house was immaculate, everything was clean, everything was ready to go. It's just that we needed to sweep the floor for that day. We hadn't gotten to it yet that day. So my mom's sitting there sweeping. She's sweeping real hard. And she looks over at the girl, and she like glances at her like, okay, and keeps on sweeping. And as she's talking, she's like, what are you doing? Like, you need to get dressed, because the girl was literally dressed in sweats. And she's like, you need to get dressed, you need to get dressed, and then also grab a broom and help us sweeping, because I was sweeping too. And I was looking at the girl too, because everything my mom was saying, she was like, you need to get dressed, the event is tomorrow, you need to get dressed, you need to be ready today, you cannot wait until tomorrow. And the girl was not saying anything, but when I was looking at her, I could read her thoughts and I could read her face. And on her face, it looked like she was paying attention, but her thoughts, everything my mom said, the girl was just arguing every single thing. My mom said, you need to get ready, and the girl in her head was going, I don't need to get ready. Or like, pretty much, no, she was saying, I'm already ready. She said, I'm already ready. I'm ready enough. I'm good with what I'm wearing. At first she was like, I'm good at what I'm wearing. And then she was like, also the event's tomorrow, so if I need to wear a dress, I'll just put one on tomorrow. And that's how she was thinking in her head, and that's how she was talking. But I knew she was furious in her head too. Like, she was talking in her head calm, but she was mad, like really, really, really mad. And she was like, it doesn't take all that, I don't need to do all that, I'm already ready, like I'm completely good, I'm good with all that I'm doing. And yeah, she was like, I don't need to hear this, like I'm good. Like, she was very confident, and I had a knowing, like there was no doubt in her mind. She was 100% sure that she thought that she was ready. And so on my right and on my mom's left, because my mom and I are facing each other, there was a rack of dresses, and we knew it was the girls' dresses. And so that's when my mom was like, you can just go over there and grab a dress. And mind you, my mom still sleep. She was sweeping so hard, she was making sure, because my mom wanted to make sure that we were extra ready. Okay, my cup runneth over. Extra oil, like she wanted to make sure we was extra ready. And then she was like, your dresses are over there, just go grab a dress, as she's still sweeping. And there was like a portal behind the dresses, And I had a knowing that that is why we really need to make sure we were ready, because that portal, I had a knowing that was the event. And as soon as the event happened, you cannot be late. Like that portal was about to suck us in. I knew it was going to suck us in as soon as that event happened. And so pretty much, and then, okay, I keep on forgetting this part, but anyways, so as I was waking up, so I'm still in a dream and I'm waking up, the song called Sacred from Semidella, I think is how you pronounce her name. Anyways, that song was playing on my spirit as I was waking up. And in the song, so she was saying consecrated, how it is amazing to be consecrated and to be made like God. And so I felt my spirit look up what consecrated means. Okay, so I looked into what that means, and it means to be made holy, to be set apart for God. How it is with God, like we are set apart, we are God's, we belong to God. And I had a knowing that that part of that dream, that part of like me waking up and hearing that song was for my mom and I, because we are ready, we are 100% ready, queen status, ready to go. And then even though I wasn't sleeping as hard as my mom, because I was really looking at this girl, like as I was listening to her mind and I was paying attention to her, don't get me wrong, I was still sleeping. But I feel like in that part of the dream, it was teaching me also, do not be judged by appearance, but use righteous judgment. Because even though on the outside it really looked like she was paying attention, it's like I just didn't feel right. And then that's when I was able to like hear her thoughts, like I was right. Anyway, so yeah, so let me just say this real quick. There's a lot of people out there who just really feel like they're just ready, like they're like, okay, I'm good enough. And I say this all the time, I've said this so many times to so many people. Listen, the Bible says my cup runneth over. It says that the wise virgins had extra oil. I do not recall, okay, you know, help me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall ever reading where it says that it overflowed till a certain point, or they had extra oil to a certain point. It was just extra oil and cup runneth over, right? So that being said, there's never an enough when it comes to being filled with things of God. Okay, he does satisfy us. Okay, so therefore we shouldn't be wanting other things. Like he is all we need. And since he satisfies us so much, we should want more and more of him. So anytime you wake up and you say, oh, I already read the Bible, that's not enough. Or I already, you know, I already worshiped today, that's not enough. Like as soon as you say something like that, that is not enough. Now I was telling my sister this. Now this is a great example. So if you know, you know, I love working out. That is one of my biggest things. I love exercising and working out. My schedule to work out is to wake up super early in the morning. This is my schedule, and I've talked about this before, how like I have a set schedule, but you be led by God, and a lot of times things switch up. Like I know this upcoming couple of weeks I'm probably not going to wake up on this time, but that my set schedule is to wake up at 4 a.m. so that I can get to the gym on time. My gym class is at 6. I go to my gym class. No, it's not at 6. Okay, certain days is at 6 and then certain days it's at 5:30. So I'm leaving the house at 5, okay? And I work out for an hour, and then even then throughout the day I'm doing things. I'm either doing squats, I'm doing ab workouts, I'm doing different things. I'm just doing things that I can do. If I'm sitting down, my mom has these little weights, so I take these little weights and I just, you know, do little tiny little things and things like that. And I was telling my sister this, and I said, see, the reason why is because I love working out, and I have a goal set for how I want my body to look, and I want to grow my body. And so I told her that because I was like, you have to think about it this way. If you love God and you want to spiritually grow yourself, that's how it should be. Yes, I have a set time at 4 o'clock to go work out, so therefore I need to mirror that. I need a set time to read my Bible, and that's when I first wake up. At 4 o'clock I wake up and I hurry up and worship, and then I go and read my Bible. That's when I'm able to do my schedule. That's my set time. And then if I work out a little bit here and there throughout the day, then I should do the same thing for God. Then I should do the same. I should be reading the Bible throughout the day, or I should be worshiping throughout the day. I should be praying throughout the day, something to feed my spirit, because I really love working out and I really want to grow my physical body, but I really love God and I really want to grow my spiritual body. So it should add up, right? So even if you don't you know, understand this analogy when it comes to working out. Think about anything you love. If you love doing art, you love singing, you love going to school, you love anything like that, make sure that it at least mirrors the amount that you're doing for God, and then extend that. Do more for God. Keep doing more for God, because anytime you do anything more for anything else other than things for God and to grow your spiritual connection with the Lord, it becomes an idol. Like, seriously. And anytime you're telling yourself, oh, I did enough, it's not enough. Okay? And people don't see that. It's like, do you understand? It takes a lot to please this world. To be a people pleaser, it takes a lot. But to please God, all you have to do is just be yourself. Because if you truly love God, he's going to change you. Like, you're going to be different. You're going to love to do the things for Lord. And it's not going to be hard. It's going to be confusing when you hear other so-called professing saints saying that they don't do these things, or they don't like to do these things, or, oh, I already read the Bible enough, I prayed enough, and I went to church this Sunday, I went to church this Wednesday, I went to church. I think some people go to church on Thursday. Like no, you're just going to a gathering and you're saying yay Jesus every once in a while. That's whatever. Anyways, so that's the thing, guys. Stop looking at celebrating God as if it's all this, all that. Because honestly, being in this world and doing things for Satan, that's what takes a lot. That is very draining. I remember when I was in the world, I was super depressed because I was trying my best to just please everybody, and I could never do it. I was really bad at it. Even though I was popular-ish, like everybody knew me, but nobody knew me, okay? And it was crazy because I was bullied my entire life, so I think that's how people knew me, because I was like, oh, this girl that we're gonna bully. And I tried my best to just be a people pleaser. I tried my best to be different. And being fake like that, that takes so much draining on you. That takes so much on you. And it's like, how do you not see that? That's what takes a lot. It takes a lot to be in this world. It doesn't take that much to truly love the Lord and be led by him. Because God is not the author of confusion. And he's going to lead and guide you to do his will. Okay? So God bless you. Alrighty, guys, so I wanted to add this part in, and I wanted to talk more in depth about how my mom and I looked. I completely forgot to like really go in depth about that, and it was just so amazing. So I can't remember what color we were wearing, but I knew we had our crowns on, we had jewelry on, we had makeup on, and I knew we were just super excited. Like, yes, my mom was like sleeping really, really hard, but she wasn't like worried. She was just like, I just want to make sure I've got that extra anointing, when I make sure I am 100% right, and or 100% ready, and over 100% ready, and just make sure I'm there and ready for God. And so I want to talk about the dresses. And when I looked into these dresses, and I talked to my mom about it and stuff like that, so we believe these dresses were only worn by queens back then. I plan to still go into like more depth and look into it later on, but this dream is very important, and I want to just hurry up and get it out there. If I'm wrong, I plan to make a community post about that. However, I do believe that this is furthermore pointing out that I am queen status and my mom's queen status, and we've already seen that before. So either way, but it just showed that our garments were completely ready, and I couldn't see our shoes because our dresses were all the way down to the ground, but I had a knowing that we had on shoes, and I just knew we were 100%, like, I knew that our outfits were completely ready. Like, there was nothing else to do for our outfits, and like I said, we just had to sweep for that day. So the house was completely ready. Everything was completely ready. It was just like for instance, if you have a white floor or a light floor, you know you have to sweep every single day, because it's just going to get dirty because people are walking back and forth. So that's how it was. Like, we just had to sweep up that little bit, and it still looked clean. And my mom's just sweeping just to make sure that it's all completely, all completely ready. And even after I had this dream, I just felt in my spirit that there's something else about sweeping. So I want to do a more in-depth study about that too, because I just feel like there was something else about that, like sweeping. So there was that, and like I said, like, this is not the first time that I've had a dream about my mom and how she is not phased. Okay, so even though the girl in the dream was not ready, my mom did not stop and put the dress on for her. She did not, and I had a vision today of something that's going to go more in depth with that, so hopefully I can get it out today. But she did not put on her dress for her. She did not pick out her dress for her. She just said, there it is, and there you go. And that's just how we are, you know, when we minister to people. It's not my job to get you ready. It's just my job to tell you how to get ready. It's not my job to hold your hand and walk you past the purely gates. That's just not part of my job, okay? My job is just to plant that seed and hope for the best for you and keep on moving, because I got sleeping to do. I got to get ready, you know. Things about to get boom and bam and about to happen, so I just wanted to go in depth with that. Anyways, God bless you all. Have a nice one.
Heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of His Spirit.